afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Live at 4. Brady Mallory is with us once again while Mark continues his days off. He'll be back on Thursday. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Is it humid enough for you?
It's pretty humid. A lot of hairspray today.
Your hair gets bigger and mine goes flatter. Oh, boy.
We balance each other out.
We do. It is a day. We'll get an update on the weather in just a minute. But first at 4, an armed man shoots and kills a gas station customer execution style minutes before getting into a deadly shootout with an undercover officer.
And an entertainer who admitted to sexual misconduct is back and ready to perform in Madison this month. We will hear how people are reacting.
Plus, who wants to be an astronaut? Sounds like more fun than who wants to be a millionaire. Wisconsin school kids got a chance to talk to the International Space Station today. We'll have that coming up. Let's take a look outside. This is where you want to be today.
Yeah, they're having fun.
Oh, we forgot to put in, it's not Mark's fault. Mark is on vacation. It's Susan's fault. I forgot to put the weather words in today, but it is steamy out there.
It's steamy, and yeah, water park is a great place to go, I think.
I think Susan's safe. I think Gary forgot to send the email. I'm going to put the blame on Gary.
Oh, good. Let's blame Gary.
Controversy.
I think you guys are okay. So as far as weather words, we are keeping an eye on storms developing tomorrow. Right now, of course, very sunny and warm outside, but we do have an alert day in the forecast for Wednesday and Wednesday night, as the potential for strong to severe thunderstorms will start to develop in the afternoon. Those thunderstorms could really bring some high winds, some very high wind gusts for us. That'll be the primary concern, but heavy rainfall also possible, and we could be dealing with some localized flooding. Not a concern for us, of course, this evening. Looking at our radar right now, overall nice and quiet throughout the state. We'll stay pretty quiet overnight, but those rain chances starting to develop as we look ahead to later on Wednesday. Pleasant and warm afternoon temperature-wise. We are in the low 80s, right where we should be for the middle of July. So this is a very average July-like day. Tomorrow highs will be just a smidge warmer. It's also going to be a little more humid outside with showers and thunderstorms developing later in the day. Some severe thunderstorms certainly possible for us. Temperatures again in the mid 80s tomorrow, and then we're going to back off a little bit on our highs heading into the end of the week. As far as traffic is concerned right now, no accidents popping up for us in Dane County, east and westbound along the Beltline. Overall smooth, a few slowdown spots, but no major hiccups or delays this evening. In Rock County, the interstate north and southbound should be all good through Dane County as well. 39 and 90 look fairly smooth this evening. From the Beltline to Janesville, 25 minutes, 16 minutes to get from Middleton to Sauk City, and downtown to Sun Prairie, a 16-minute drive as well this evening. We will take a closer look at the timing for tomorrow's storms in just a few minutes.
All right, Dana, thanks so much. Here is an update to a story we've been following all day out of Racine County. Police say a man executed someone at a gas station before dying during a shootout with an undercover officer. Things started off at this pilot travel center in the village of Caledonia, which is about 20 miles south of Milwaukee. Police say the man shot and killed a 22-year-old man who was filling up his vehicle with gas. The suspect then shot at another person before speeding away. That person was not hurt. The suspect then drove 2 miles away to a mobile gas station. Police say he once again approached a stranger who was filling up his vehicle. That stranger happened to be an undercover investigator for the Racine County Sheriff's Office. He was in an unmarked car. The two men began shooting at one another, leaving the suspect dead and the investigator injured. The first shooting was captured on surveillance video. The Racine County Sheriff says the victim was, quote, viciously executed.
I personally watched this video, ladies and gentlemen, of this horrific event. I found it to be extremely disturbing and heart-wrenching to view. And our thoughts and prayers go out to the family.
The injured officer was taken to a Racine hospital. He is conscious and alert. The suspect is a 32-year-old man. The sheriff has not shared any information about what prompted the shooting or if the shooting was random. The Wisconsin Department of Justice is now in charge of this investigation because state law requires an outside agency handle officer-involved shootings. We're still waiting to learn more about the officer involved, and you can find out any updates online online at channel3000.com.
Officials provided an update on the Chemtool fire today, the first of its kind in just shy of 2 weeks. The village of Rockton has set up a special email account to help answer questions from people. Well, the plant, which is just south of Beloit, caught on fire last month. Chemtool is one of the largest producers of grease, which caused the fire to burn for days. Evacuation orders were also in place for nearby residents for nearly 72 hours. Well, today, officials shared some of the data collected from air and water quality monitors, saying numbers show there are no concerns about contaminants. Owners of Chemtool now face 2 class action lawsuits filed by community members last week, and they're seeking answers as to what exactly released into the air when the fire broke out. Officials say they continue to visit the plant 3 times a week and say any contracting work at the site will need to be approved by the EPA. Louis C.K., one of the biggest names in stand-up comedy, is coming to Madison this month, but his already sold-out shows at Comedy on State are no laughing matter for some.
Our Brad Hamilton is in the studio tonight to explain the controversy around the choice to bring him to Madison. Brad?
Back in 2017, Louis C.K.'s career came crashing down after several female comedians accused him of sexual misconduct. Initially, C.K. denied those claims, but eventually he admitted to several incidents over the course of his career. Now, C.K. took a hiatus for several years, then tried to make a comeback last March before the pandemic shut everything down. His 5 shows at Comedy on State were all sold out as of this morning, according to a ticket sales site. And then one person we spoke with today says they were stunned to learn Comedy on State Street would host C.K.
Probably the most popular comedy club in Madison. It's in downtown Madison, and for them to do this, like, sure it's a mainstream area and they could get a lot of revenue and a lot of money for it, but like I said, is it really worth it?
We did reach out to Comedy on State Street for comment on this story, but have not heard back yet. We also tried another club who reportedly turned down hosting Louis C.K., but they also haven't responded.
All right, thanks, Brad. We'll talk more with Brad later. Well, Louis C.K.'s controversy sparked a big part of the Me Too movement, and tonight at 6, we'll hear from a Madison center that talked about the appearance and how it will impact those struggling to overcome sexual abuse of their own. Well, you learn something new about the Delta COVID variant every day. All new research shows it spreads 225 times faster than the original virus. Jamie Perez shares what a new study shows us about the strain.
Well, right now in Wisconsin, we're averaging about 115 new COVID cases per day. Of those, about 1 person per day is dying. That's according to the Department of Health Services. Most of the deaths are happening to those who are unvaccinated, and a lot of this is because of the Delta variant. A new study shows that the Delta variant is spreading 225 times faster than the original virus. Those infected are showing 1,000 times more copies of the virus in their respiratory tracts. UW Health's Dr. Jeff Pothoff said it's those who are unvaccinated that are creating the space for these more contagious variants to form and spread.
Be one of the ways that we could explain why it's so much more infectious than our other strains is because people who are infected probably are able to spread many more copies of that virus than folks with regular COVID.
The Delta variant is now dominating the infections in the United States. So medical experts are still really pushing their message forward to please get vaccinated. They say at this point, every COVID-19 death is a preventable one.
As Jamie mentioned, vaccinations are key in helping control COVID-19. UW Health is now offering vaccines at its primary care clinics throughout the Dane County area.
A special election is underway in Sun Prairie to elect a member of the Dane County Board of Supervisors. This election was to replace Supervisor Taryn Peterson, who resigned earlier this year. Their city clerk talked about how voting has changed in 2021.
Say that absentee balloting is still continuing to be pretty popular, but we have been able to relax a lot of the rules. We don't have a mask requirement anymore. Some of the plexiglass has come down, and so it's just much more at ease.
Kristen Morris and Timothy Rockwell are running for the open seat. Polls are open until 8 o'clock. We'll share the results as soon as the Dane County Clerk reports them tonight. Well, some school kids from all over Wisconsin got to talk to astronauts on the International Space Station this morning.
Yeah, how about that? Well, this Discovery Outreach project in Madison connected Wisconsin school kids with NASA flight engineer Shane Kimbrough and ISS commander Aki Hoshide of the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency. Well, the kids recorded video questions about the different parts of life on the ISS.
My name is Jace. I'm 6 years old. I live in Madison. And my question is, what do you eat in space?
We have some dehydrated food that you might be able to see here that comes in a packet like this. This happens to be pasta and shrimp with some, looks like red sauce. And so what you do is we hook this up to a machine, we put water in it, and then wait for 10 or 15 minutes, and then you can eat it. And it tastes pretty good.
There are a lot of questions about what actually goes on up there. Well, many of the students participated in Discovery outreach programs focused on STEM identity. The programs, which were based on the theme, There's Space for Everyone in STEM, highlighted the many ways we are all connected to science and the opportunities in STEM.
They have great questions, too. What a cool experience. Well, Madison is a wonderful city, as you know, full of many things to do. But do we make the latest survey of best places to live?
Coming up next, we've got Michael George with the results and how the pandemic changed people's minds of where they choose to be.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture at Waunakee Furniture ETC, the #1 Smith Brothers dealer in the nation. That's right, per square footage, we sell more Smith Brothers than anyone else. So let our design experts customize a look for you during the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale at Waunakee Furniture ETC.
Overwhelmed by the ups and downs of frequent mood swings of bipolar 1? Ask about Vraylar. Some medicines only treat the lows or highs. Vraylar effectively treats depression, acute manic, or mixed episodes of bipolar 1 in adults. Full spectrum relief for all bipolar 1 symptoms with just one pill once a day. Elderly patients with dementia-related psychosis have an increased risk of death or stroke. Call your doctor about unusual changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts. Antidepressants can increase these in children and young adults. Report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, which may mean a life-threatening reaction, or uncontrollable muscle movements, which may be permanent. Side effects may not appear for several weeks. High cholesterol and weight gain and high blood sugar, which can lead to coma or death, may occur. Movement dysfunction, sleepiness, and stomach issues are common side effects. And you can pay as little as $0 if eligible for your first 2 prescriptions. When bipolar 1 overwhelms, Vraylar helps smooth the ups and downs.
Can you get this? I don't have my wallet.
Oh, really? It's funny how that always happens.
It's funny.
With BMO Harris, you don't need your wallet. You can get money from any BMO ATM using your phone.
Uh-oh, looks like someone can buy their own tacos.
You could also pay them back with Zelle.
So many ways for you to pay.
Awesome.
Order for BMO.
Ooh, tacos, banking. Some things are made to be mobile.
That feeling you get when your phone is your wallet. That's the BMO effect. And right now, open a new BMO Harris account online in just 5 minutes.
If a nurse is what you want to be, let Herzing University make it possible in lots of different ways. Whether you're planning to become a nurse for the first time or take your nursing career to the next level, Herzing offers learning options and a choice of nursing pathways, all with personal care and support. We'll even waive your enrollment fee. Be exactly the nurse you want to be.
I'm possible at Herzing. I'm possible at Herzing.
I'm possible at Herzing.
I'm possible at Herzing.
Call or click today.
With less moderate to severe eczema, why hide your skin? If you can help heal your skin from within. With Dupixent, adults saw long-lasting, clearer skin and significantly less itch. Don't use if you're allergic to Dupixent. Serious allergic reactions can occur, including anaphylaxis, which is severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, or a parasitic infection. If you take asthma medicines, don't change or stop them without talking to your doctor. Talk to your doctor about Dupixent.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture at Waunakee Furniture ETC, the #1 Smith Brothers dealer in the nation. That's right, per square footage, we sell more Smith Brothers than anyone else. So let our design experts customize a look for you during the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale at Waunakee Furniture ETC.
Well, U.S. stocks fell this afternoon and bond yields rose as investors made sense of another hot inflation report and mixed earnings out of some big banks. The S&P 500 and NASDAQ both fell 0.4%. The Dow declined 0.3%. Well, it's been a year and a half of challenges, losses, isolation, and grief, thanks to COVID-19.
And even though things are getting back to normal now, the pandemic has left a lot of people feeling drained and struggling. UW Health distinguished psychologist psychologist Dr. Shyla Murgain joins us today with some simple ways to recharge your emotional batteries. We could all use that.
Yeah.
Hi, Shyla. Good to see you.
Oh, great to see you, Susan and Brady. Thanks for having me.
This is interesting. You've done a lot of research about recovery and that it comes in phases and it takes a while. So what phase are we in right now coming out of this incredible year and a half we've all been through?
Yeah, it's such a great question. When you look at natural disasters or pandemics like COVID, we go through some predictable phases. There's the disaster when it hits, then the impact of the pandemic. And then afterwards, there's a kind of an immediate aftermath. And then we go into a dissolution phase, which can last up to a year, and then ultimately recovery. And we're in that dissolution phase, which can be really challenging. Many people are still struggling. They feel drained. They don't have pep in their step. They feel like they, in a sense, are languishing, which is one of the terms we're hearing. So people are experiencing that. You're not alone. However, we want to work on ways to get out of that so we can really flourish and get into that recovery phase.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and when you talk about when people are languishing, what are some of the symptoms of that? How are people feeling through that?
Yeah, there's a sense of stagnation that people are experiencing, or emptiness, or low energy, or drained, or kind of like you're just muddling through life, through your days, lacking a sense of purpose, almost like you're looking at life through a foggy mirror and don't have that sense of clarity.
And you have a very interesting self-assessment quiz. It's a way to sort of figure out if you're languishing or flourishing right now, right? So you ask yourself certain questions. What are those questions?
Yeah, thank you, Susan. And this is based on the Harvard's Flourishing program. Wender Vale was the one who came up with it. And just by thinking about these questions, it can actually help us flourish more. So there's simple questions like, number one, how satisfied are you with your life as a whole right now? How do you feel about how you're taking care of your physical health and your emotional health? How satisfied and connected are you with those relationships? How happy do you usually feel? And some of my personal favorites are, do you wake up ready to start your day, or do you feel like, oh, I'd rather go to sleep? And lastly, do you have a sense of purpose, or does much of your life, most of your days, feel kind of meaningless? And just by reflecting on those, it can really spark some change to think about, how do I, again, get out of this rut, go from languishing into really that sense of flourishing, into that full recovery.
Yeah, and before we wrap up, how do we flourish? What are some of the things that we can do?
I'd like to talk about 4 simple strategies. 1, do good. Think about doing 5 simple acts of kindness once a day, each week. That will really boost your mood. Number 2, be good with good body language. When we languish, we tend to kind of close inward. And instead, there's research that shows if you can pull your shoulders back, have your arms at your side, head up, half smile, that will really improve your energy. And then also notice good. Gratitude, savoring the positive does wonders to really bring energy. And lastly, learn something new and good, right? We're at this phase in the pandemic, things are opening up, life is coming back, and there's probably a lot that you might want to really get into and learn about. And again, that can give us that sense of accomplishment and meaning and purpose.
Those are great strategies.
Yeah, we all need them.
We all need them. Very helpful. We'll all get there, everybody, one day at a time. Shyla, thank you so much. Great to see you.
Great to see you both. Thanks for having me. A real pleasure.
We'll see you soon.
Well, Boulder, Colorado tops the list of best places to live, according to the U.S. News and World Report. Well, the city's job market fared better during the pandemic than a lot of other metro areas.
Boulder meets other top criteria for people who say the pandemic has changed their mind about where they want to live. CBS's Michael George reports.
If you're looking to move, Boulder, Colorado may be the place. The city topped U.S. News and World Report's list of best places to live for the 2nd consecutive year. Realtor and Boulder resident Alex Miller isn't surprised.
It's just a fantastic place to live. I love getting out and hiking. I'm a big runner, so it's a very friendly spot.
Boulder's best qualities include its outdoorsy lifestyle and a strong job market.
Despite the fact that the entire country experienced skyrocketing unemployment throughout 2020, Boulder's market was able to remain relatively stable and keep unemployment rates pretty low.
The magazine looks at data on the country's 150 most populous metro areas and weighs it against responses from a desirability survey of more than 3,600 people nationwide. Rounding out the top 5, Raleigh and Durham, North Carolina, Huntsville, Alabama, Fayetteville, Arkansas, and Austin, Texas.
They certainly offer kind of the amenities of a big city that people want to see, but it also has sprawling suburbs and areas that allow people to get outdoors. They don't necessarily feel so packed in.
New York City actually tied Boulder as the 10th most desirable place to live. But what bumps the Big Apple down the overall list is the price tag.
These biggest cities in the country and their surrounding metro areas are unfortunately for a lot of people not that easy to afford.
U.S. News and World Report says for a third of Americans, the pandemic has changed their opinion about where they live, and 11% have already moved or plan to do so. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
Hey, coming up on Live at 4, we've had some comings and goings at News 3, which means we have some fresh.
Attention homeowners, we started with 50. Now we're looking for 30 homeowners who need a new bath or shower. We want to evaluate our custom bathing solutions in real homes for safety and convenience. Call Wisconsin's #1 remodeler. Mad City Baths is your trusted local source for custom baths, tub-to-shower conversions, and walk-in tubs installed in as little as 1 day. Act now to be one of 30 homeowners who receive special savings with free installation on a new bath or shower. 18 months, no payments, no interest financing. We'll take before and after pictures, put a good neighbor sign in your yard, and compensate you for your time. Call during this program for a $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call now with zip code and location to qualify. 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
Your heart is at the heart of everything you do. And if you have heart failure, there's Entresto. Entresto is proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto.
Do you suffer from chronic or severe back or neck pain? Did you know that there's now a treatment method available right here at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center that offers hope of avoiding spinal surgery for those suffering with bulging, herniated, or degenerative discs? Our therapies help reduce pain related to these conditions and have a high success rate in helping people just like you avoid back or neck surgery.
I've experienced low back pain for over 15 years. I had back surgery when I was 26 and had difficulties recovering. The doctors at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center have given me a new lease on life. I am now able to enjoy an active, pain-free lifestyle.
Call Midwest Spine and Nerve Center now to schedule a no-obligation consultation to see if our progressive pain-relieving therapies are right for you.
You're okay, Sergeant Houston. This is Sam with USAA. Do you see the tow truck?
Yes, thank you. That was fast.
Sergeant Houston never expected this to happen, or that her grandpa's dog tags would be left behind. But that one call got her a tow and rental, paid her claim, and we even pulled a few strings, making it easy to make things right. That's what we're made for. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for. Get a quote today.
Well, take a look at this dash cam video captured on a Michigan interstate. Shows this terrifying moment. A huge fuel tanker hits a median and erupts in a massive fireball. Well, amazingly, the driver of the big rig escaped the accident with only minor injuries. That's very nice. Well, the other vehicles were involved, but several miles of the highway had to be shut down. Authorities say the tanker was carrying more than 14,000 gallons of fuel, and the resulting fire burned for more than 3 hours. And it was so hot They say even the pavement had to be replaced. Oh, can you imagine?
No, that's terrifying. Potato lovers, a little right turn alert here. Potato lovers rejoice. Today, July 13th, we celebrate the fast food favorite, French fries.
Well, National French Fry Day recognizes the all-American staple that you can find on menus all across the country. So whether you like the classic, curls, or crinkle-cut fries, well, they're a favorite of all ages. Did you know the expression French fried potatoes is first seen in print back in 1856? Well, it's believed that the term French was introduced to potatoes when American soldiers got to Belgium during World War I and tasted Belgian fries. French was the official language of the Belgian army at the time, so the term French fries was officially born. So go ahead and use Tuesday as an excuse to indulge in the salty, fatty favorite Americans have grown to love. Props. There we go.
When I walked out and I saw the McDonald's bag, I definitely thought it was Gary's. This is usually what he comes into the newsroom carrying, but now it smells like McDonald's in here.
It does.
It does. It smells great.
Are they warm?
No.
No, they're...
Yeah, you ruined it. You ruined it.
I'm sorry. I think I would prefer maybe like some Chick-fil-A or Culver's fries. That would be more top tier for me.
All right, somebody's watching. They'll probably show up at the front door.
Yes.
Delivery.
I want a Culver sponsorship. I'm on board with that. Totally. We're looking at a pretty quiet evening, guys. A good evening maybe for some fries if you're feeling it. But tomorrow things are going to get a little more rocky outside for us with some shower and thunderstorm chances building in. We'll take a look at your full forecast right after the break.
About our designer kids package or free lens upgrade. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
Dreading a lengthy, expensive bathroom remodel? With Mad City Baths, you can have your dream bathroom in as little as 1 day. With premium wall patterns like Valencia Granite and River Rock. Customized with a safety seat, grab bars, and a rainfall shower head. Your new bath or shower will be the envy of friends and neighbors.
They've all been very impressed, and several have joked that they're just going to come over and start using our bathroom instead of theirs now.
And now 30 homeowners who need a new bath or shower will save. Receive free installation, 18 months, no payments, no interest financing. We'll take pictures before and after and compensate you for your time. Call during this program for a $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call now with zip code and location to qualify. 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
Dry eye symptoms keep driving you crazy? Inflammation in your eye might be to blame.
Let's kick Ken's ache and burn into gear.
Over-the-counter eye drops typically work by lubricating your eyes and may provide temporary relief.
Those drops will probably pass right by me.
Xydra works differently, targeting inflammation that can cause dry eye disease.
What is that? Xydra? No!
It can provide lasting relief. Xydra is the only FDA-approved non-steroid treatment specifically for the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease. 1 drop in each eye twice a day. Don't use if you're allergic to Xydra. Common side effects include eye irritation, discomfort, or blurred vision when applied to the eye, and unusual taste sensation. Don't touch container tip to your eye or any surface. After using Xydra, wait 15 minutes before reinserting contacts.
Got any room in your eye?
Be proactive about managing your symptoms by talking to your doctor about twice daily Xydra like I did.
I prefer you didn't.
Xydra. Not today, dry eye.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Well, it sure is a nice and sunny afternoon for us, but looking ahead to tomorrow, things are going to start to change up just a little more. Showers and thunderstorms developing for Wednesday afternoon, and the first round could bring some very strong wind gusts, some very strong thunderstorms. Another round overnight bringing quite a bit of rain through the area. Temperatures will be just a little warmer tomorrow. We'll see afternoon highs landing in the mid-80s, and once we get through this system for Wednesday and Thursday, looking into a dry trend for the weekend and as we head into next week. So let's break down the timing with this. Of course, the rest of the evening, we're staying nice and dry, a lot of sunshine, with temperatures in a pretty comfortable spot overnight. We'll stay pretty mild, only dropping to the upper 60s. We have a breeze coming in from the south early in the day. The cloud coverage really builds in through the afternoon, and our first round of showers and thunderstorms starts to develop for us in the early afternoon. And as it builds in, notice it's more in a linear fashion, so likely going to deal with some really strong wind gusts with this first round of rain. Scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms possible for the afternoon and evening. There's a little bit of a break, though, before that second round develops. And the second round will lead to some heavier rainfall and likely a little more rain accumulation overnight. This is closer to midnight Wednesday heading into Thursday. We'll continue to see scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms through Thursday morning and could really see some heavy rainfall at times early in the day on Thursday. Throughout the afternoon Thursday, scattered showers really continuing on for us. So just adding on to that accumulation after what we see overnight. And that's going to lead to potentially some localized isolated flooding for us. Some areas could easily pick up the 3 to 5 inch range for accumulation, especially if these thunderstorms start to slow down or trail each other. Our accumulation totals will really stack up. But notice, for once, we have an event bringing rain for almost all of southern Wisconsin, likely going to see a significant accumulation for most of the area. So we have been upgraded to an enhanced risk for severe weather in southern Wisconsin, covering our entire area. So that's a 3 on a scale to 5, and the primary concern in the afternoon is going to be the potential for those very, very strong wind gusts and high sustained winds for us. So we do have an alert day in the forecast for Wednesday and Wednesday night. Severe thunderstorms possible, bringing heavy rain, hail, and high winds, and possibly an isolated tornado. Now, this event's going to bring significant rainfall. Once we get through this, though, we move into a drier pattern. Our 6 to 10 day outlook actually has us trending below average for our precipitation, but above average still for our temperatures. We're in a warmer stretch as we look towards the end of July, with temperatures likely trending above average. For Wednesday, plan on a warm and humid afternoon. High temperatures will be in the mid-80s, with showers and thunderstorms developing in the afternoon and continuing for us overnight. Some of those thunderstorms, again, could be severe, so it'll be a good day to stay weather aware. If you have your phone on hand, make sure it's charged. If any warnings are issued for your area, you'll get the alert right in the palm of your hand. For Thursday, scattered showers and thunderstorms, high temperatures in the upper 70s, and then we move into that drier stretch. We'll be close to 80 degrees for Friday and Saturday, mostly sunny skies for the weekend and through the start of next week. High temperatures next week trending in the mid to low 80s. Also a little more humid outside for us next week, so with highs in the mid 80s, likely starting to see our heat index readings climbing to the lower 90s.
More humid.
More humid, a little more humidity. Well, for all of us who care about our hair, we're going to be a little more concerned about that.
All right, Dana, thank you.
Who would that be? Okay, it looks like we are sitting down on this family couch, but we are adding some new faces to the News 3 staff.
We wanted to give you an opportunity to get to know them a little bit and to welcome them to Madison. Brad Hamilton is our new weekend anchor and reporter, replacing Amanda Quintana, who is moving back to her home state of California and planning her wedding. Welcome, Brad. Brad joins us from a station in Fort Myers, Florida. He's a native of Cleveland, but he has a lot of family ties here in Wisconsin. We're looking forward to talking to you about that.
Absolutely. I can't wait. Yeah.
Welcome. Well, we also have Julian Seawright, and he joins our weather team. There he is in the blue. He's been forecasting the weather and reporting in Cheyenne, Wyoming, and is originally from Maryland. You can catch Julian on our weekend morning shows, the noon show, a few days a week.
Julian, welcome. How many people can we fit on this couch?
So many.
Let's see.
Family couch.
Talil Moladin rejoined our team recently as our newest reporter. Talil was an intern with us last summer. We could not wait for her to graduate from UW-Madison to snag her back, and we're very excited to have her back full-time. So welcome to all of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Talil, you have the advantage because you've been in Madison for a while.
Yes, I've been here for quite a bit.
Well, it's great to have you back. Brad, let's start with you. Tell us a little bit about yourself. We mentioned you have family ties here in Wisconsin. So why did you want to move to Madison?
Yeah, I was going to say, my dad is from Waterloo, and I also have family in Sun Prairie. So it was a natural fit for us to get back here. Plus, I'm a huge Cheesehead and Badger fan along with it, and my wife is from Milwaukee. So we were so excited to get back here and be a part of the community.
You'll fit in well then, if you're a Cheesehead. So.
Yeah, absolutely, and love cheese itself, so we're all in.
So Julian, how are you feeling about Madison now?
Oh man, I'm feeling pretty good about it. Coming from a really small town in Cheyenne, Wyoming, to a much bigger city, almost about 5 times.
Yeah.
it's definitely something that I'm more accustomed to. Being from Maryland, I was in about 2 to 3 million people in my own county, so really near the city type of style. It's what I'm really kind of used to, so it was really a culture shock when I was in Cheyenne, but back in Madison now, gotta say, I'm really liking it. I know it's gonna be a cold winter, but I had cold winters in Cheyenne.
I was just gonna say, you were prepared. You're gonna have an adjustment. Although growing up in Cleveland, you sort of know the drill.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well.
But yeah, I got to get used to that again. That's gonna be an adjustment for sure.
Now, Julian, you are originally from Baltimore, right?
Wrong. I'm actually near Gaithersburg.
Oh, Gaithersburg. Okay, but you went to Penn State, and so we've been having fun teasing Julian because, of course, the first Badger game of the season is against Penn State.
Fair enough.
So we'll have to have a little wager going with you.
That's fine. Okay. You might even see me wear my little jersey. Okay.
So, Talia, how are you liking the change from being an intern to now being officially a part of the news team here?
I love it, but I do have to say the way this internship works, it's a lot of overlap. You know, I'm mostly changing a title, I would say, more than anything.
You've been in the thick of it for a while.
Oh, yeah. And I love it.
That's true. Our interns work as full-time reporters, and they get paid, but it's so great to have you back full-time.
Oh, it's so good to be back. I'm really excited to really hit the ground running.
And you're a Wisconsin native, right? You're the only Wisconsin native.
I am. So it was funny to hear Madison described as a big city to me. I'm from Milwaukee, so I'm like, I can get to anywhere here in 30 minutes, bike around the whole city practically. So.
Well, listen, I moved here not too long ago, and I'm still getting used to driving around, so I'm right there with you, Julian. It's a big city to me, too.
What are you most looking forward to?
Boy, getting to know the community. I think it's always, you know, something that at least I've been coming to since I was a child. So to be a part of it and to be a part of, you know, back in the Midwest, there truly isn't anything like it. And already we're amazed with everything, and you can't beat the view of the Capitol too.
Oh, you'll have to take on a driving tour and show you our beautiful city. What about from a weather perspective? Did you have severe weather in Wyoming, or is that a Midwest phenomenon?
Actually, we do have some pretty significant severe weather. Just 4 months ago, actually, I had just covered our historic blizzard where we had 31 inches of snow in Cheyenne over a 3-day period. So it was pretty significant. I was stuck inside of the studio literally the entire weekend until Monday. They finally were able to shovel me out. But I am looking forward to really being able to forecast in this area. I've never really been able to do it. Something that I really was looking for when I wanted to get into a new station. So I'm really excited for that.
Oh, very good. Well, we're all glad to have all of you here with us, so thank you.
Welcome aboard.
Chatting.
Welcome to News 3. Welcome to Madison. We're so excited to have you.
Thank
you. Thank you so much.
All right. Well, we will be right back.
The installation went really nice.
Oh, they were awesome. I appreciated those guys so much.
And they do it in one day and are so helpful.
Mad City has more than 50,000 satisfied customers, an A+ rating with the BBB, and will expertly install your new walk-in shower or easy access walk-in tub in as little as 1 day, backed with a double lifetime labor warranty. Listen to this. 30 homeowners who call now will receive special savings. Free installation on a new bath or shower from Mad City Baths. 18 months, no payments, no interest financing. We'll compensate you for your time. Call during this program for a free $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call now with zip code and location to qualify. 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
To be a thriver with metastatic breast cancer means asking for what we want and need. And we need more time. So we want Kisqali. Living longer is possible and proven with Kisqali when taken with a non-steroidal aromatase inhibitor in premenopausal women with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer. Kisqali is a pill that's significantly more effective at delaying disease progression versus a non-steroidal aromatase inhibitor alone. Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, are or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Kisqali is not approved for use with tamoxifen. Ask your doctor about living longer with Kisqali.
McGann Furniture in downtown Baraboo should probably be called McGann Furniture and Flooring because we're the area's oldest and most experienced floor covering store. Our friendly staff will explain the many types of flooring available, answer questions, and make suggestions so you can choose what's best for your home and lifestyle. We always offer free in-home measurements and estimates and use the finest installers in the entire area. And remember, at McGann's, we don't inflate prices only to mark them down for a sale. Stop in today and discover the difference. You'll be glad you did. McGann Furniture, downtown Baraboo.
Tonight at 5, there are only dozens of cases, but the new COVID variant still causing some concern how soon this Delta strain may be a problem here in Wisconsin.
Well, it'll be dry and mild tonight. Warm and humid weather tomorrow will lead to the potential for severe thunderstorms with heavy rainfall tomorrow afternoon and night. My forecast at 5.
And then at 6, another Wisconsin man is arrested for his involvement in the January 6th Capitol riot. And we'll tell you about the controversy behind a major comedy show coming to Madison later this month.
Well, it looks, nice out, but humid.
Warm and humid. It's a sticky one. But tomorrow is an alert day, so stay tuned to the forecast. We have a pretty good chance of some rain, hopefully not some severe weather.
Well, hey, you know what? The Emmy nominations are out, and 2 vastly different series from 2 streaming services are tied with the most nods.
Ted Lasso is one of those shows. Nichelle Medina shares the records that it's breaking in Hollywood.
There's lots of Emmy love for The Crown, which earned 24 nominations this year, including 1 for Best Drama. The Netflix series about the British monarchy also picked up acting nods for Emma Corrin, who plays Princess Diana, and Olivia Colman, who plays Queen Elizabeth.
This you must determine.
It tied The Mandalorian for the most nominations. The Disney Plus series is part of the Star Wars franchise. Bridgerton also scored a Best Drama Series nomination, as well as a Best Actor nod for Regé-Jean Page, who will not be returning to the runaway Netflix hit. Rounding out the Best Drama Series nominees are The Boys, The Handmaid's Tale, Lovecraft Country, Pose, and This Is Us.
Next, we have the nominees for
This Is Us Emmy winner Ron Cephas Jones and his daughter Emmy winner Jasmine Cephas Jones announced the list of nominees.
In a couple of months, a bunch of today's nominees will get their very own Emmy to humble brag about.
Apple TV's Ted Lasso earned a nomination for Best Comedy, along with a nod for star Jason Sudeikis, who plays an American football coach in charge of an English soccer team. It will compete against Blackish, Cobra Kai, Emily in Paris, The Flight Attendant, Hacks, The Kaminsky Method, and Pen 15.
I don't mind it.
The Queen's Gambit and The Underground Railroad are among the nominees for Best Miniseries. Cedric the Entertainer will host the ceremony live on CBS in September. Nichelle Medina, CBS News, Hollywood.
Last year's ceremony was virtual because of the pandemic, but this year's show will have an in-person audience. Before we go to break, today is a very special day for Mark. We want to take a moment. Hopefully Mark is watching. Today is his 1-year anniversary to his husband, Dan. That was us 1 year ago today. On a day similar to today, it was hot and sticky on the rooftop of...
was it the...
Overture Center.
Yeah, there we go. I wasn't here.
In downtown Madison.
You all look so nice.
Oh, it was a beautiful day.
Yeah. Well, like Susan said, we know that you're watching, Mark, and we are thinking about you and Dan, and we are wishing you the best year yet. Congratulations.
Boy, that year went by fast.
It did, and they got married during the pandemic.
Yeah.
That's a daring time.
Yeah, they did. But it was so great to have something happy to celebrate at that time. Happy anniversary, guys. Time to celebrate. Well, many people want to put COVID-19 behind us, but rates nationwide were up I think it was 66% actually compared to last week.
So we're talking with Dr. Jeffrey Potoff from UW Health about the Delta variant and all the things COVID-19. Up next on Live at 4.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture at Waunakee Furniture ETC, the #1 Smith Brothers dealer in the nation. That's right, per square footage, we sell more Smith Brothers than anyone else. So let our design experts customize a look for you during the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale at Waunakee Furniture ETC.
Attention homeowners, Mad City Baths is looking for 30 homeowners who need a new bath or shower installed in as little as 1 day. Our in-home design consultants make it fun and easy with a great selection of colors and styles. From custom tub to shower conversions infused with microban antimicrobial protection to relaxing walk-in tubs with hydrotherapy. 30 homeowners who call now will receive free installation on a new bath or shower. 18 months, no payments, no interest financing. We'll take before and after pictures, put a good neighbor sign in your yard, and compensate you for your time. Last chance to call during this program for the $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call now with zip code and location to qualify. 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family. Do good things in the community. Help out your neighbors. You've been there for so many others. Now, we're here for you. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
The body you are randomly assigned at birth shouldn't determine how well you are cared for or how hard we work to find answers, partners, and hope. We make medicine, not just for some, but for everyone.
Aloha, I'm Gary Canulti, inviting News 3 Now viewers on a tour to the Hawaiian Islands, October 19th through the 28th. Enjoy the tropical scenery on Oahu, the Big Island, and Maui. We'll pay our respects at Pearl Harbor, view Volcanoes National Park, and discover unique sea life at the Maui Ocean Center. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword WISC, for information on how you can attend a virtual travel show or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture at Wanakee Furniture ETC, the #1 Smith Brothers dealer in the nation. That's right, per square footage, we sell more Smith Brothers than anyone else. So let our design experts customize a look for you during the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Right now, we don't have any accidents to report, but we are seeing some slowdowns on the Beltline, both east and westbound near Fish Hatchery Road. Speeds down to about 20 miles per hour. So certainly slowing things down just a little bit. The interstate for Dane County and Rock County smooth, both north and southbound, and some construction for downtown Janesville, but otherwise things seem to be going along fairly smoothly this evening. From the Beltline to Janesville, 25 minutes. Middleton to Sauk City at 17, and downtown to Sun Prairie also at 17 minutes this evening. That's a quick look at traffic.
Thank you, Dana. Some residents at the Moscow Zoo, a panda and a polar bear, enjoyed a hot summer day swimming in cool water yesterday as temperatures in Russia hit 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Last month, the air temperature in Moscow reached 95 degrees. That is the hottest recorded in the month of June in 142 years of monitoring there. Wow, what a crazy summer it's been so far. Well, daily coronavirus cases are rising again across much of the country. Infection rates are up in 36 states, including Wisconsin.
This comes as the FDA warns of a possible rare neurological complication for those who got the one-dose Johnson & Johnson vaccine. As always, we have lots to talk about with UW Health Chief Quality Officer Dr. Jeff Pothoff. Welcome back.
Hi, Dr. Pothoff. Good to see you.
How are you guys doing? I'm good.
Well, with the J&J vaccine, you know, how worried do people have to be about that who may have had that one dose?
Yeah, so the good news is not that worried. We're getting really good at discovering very rare adverse events from vaccines. And Guillain-Barré, which is the one that has been making the news lately, is, you know, something that doesn't happen very often to people get vaccines, but we have seen this before with other vaccines. But still, the risk of having an adverse event from a vaccine is really low. The risk of something bad happening from COVID is much higher. So really not a lot of concern, just something for healthcare professionals and people to be aware of.
All right, that's reassuring to hear. Can I get your assessment or evaluation of, based on where vaccination rates are right now, where we are right now? Because it certainly seems like everyone is acting like, well, the pandemic is over and we're getting back to normal. It's almost as if the pandemic never happened. You look at crowds outside of the Deer District at the Bucks games, and it really seems like it didn't happen. And then you look at recent headlines about infection rates rising and cases rising, and it's alarming. So where are we?
Yeah, Susan, so you're right. So I think, what happened is we were locked up for so long that once the good news started to come, it was misinterpreted as good news for everyone. And if you look at vaccination rates, clearly there's many more people than those who are vaccinated who've gone back to normal, and that introduces a risk. Even with the Deer District, it's certainly outside, that's good, but if you're 6 inches away from the next nearest person and those folks are unvaccinated, that's where transmission can happen. We could see cases come out of that. Now hopefully we have enough folks vaccinated where we don't see big spikes, and hopefully the outdoors offers us some protection, but there is some risk with kind of this laissez-faire attitude of like we can just all go back to normal. If you're unvaccinated, that's still risky.
Yeah. Does that mean, based on all that, do we have to brace for another difficult fall then?
I do think you're going to see this continued rise in cases, and you're going to see it more often in areas that have lower vaccination rates. And I don't think it'll be as bad as last fall, where hospitals are on the brink of collapse just because we do have enough people vaccinated to probably stem that off. But I do think in some parts of the country you may see individual health systems or certain locations have a real tough time struggling with a lot of unvaccinated people getting really sick with Delta variant.
Do you think everybody who wants to get a vaccine at this point has gotten a vaccine? I'm wondering how much persuasion is possible at this point.
Yeah, certainly the going is slow, but even in the emergency department, I run into people who I ask them if they're vaccinated and they say no, and I'm like, can I get you signed up? And they're like, well, if it's that easy, sure. So I think there's still some people out there that we can work on, and we shouldn't give up, but the going is not easy. There isn't this clamoring for a vaccine right now, so that could be a problem.
Yeah. Well, and then turning again to fall, the CDC is saying no masks for teachers and students who have been vaccinated. Any thoughts on that?
California reversed that today. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see that today, but I think there's two things. So from the pure science of it, if you're vaccinated and you're going to school, kid or teacher, it's okay to not be masked. But the corollary is we have a lot of kids that'll be going to school that will need to be masked because there's not a vaccine yet available for them. And I think when you then give that guidance to a school, it's difficult because how do you know who's vaccinated and who's not vaccinated, who needs to wear a mask and who doesn't? And sometimes it's just easier to say, we're going to wear masks until everyone in school has a chance to be vaccinated.
A lot of good info. Thank you, Dr. Potoff.
Yeah, you bet.
Every week we say, well, are we still going to be talking about this? And it's a good thing that you haven't gone far. Great to see you, Dr. Potoff. Thanks for your time.
We'll be right back.
One of the best ways to protect your biggest investment, your home, is to replace your gutters with a lifetime Leafguard gutter system, guaranteed to never clog and warranted forever. My team will give you a free estimate and you'll get a $100 Visa gift card with your order.
Your heart is at the heart of everything you do. And if you have heart failure, there's Entresto. Entresto is proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto.
About our $49 single vision package. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
Publishers Clearinghouse is all across America.
It's your last chance to win $5 grand a week for life.
Enter now at PCH.com. August 31st, it could be you.
Awesome.
$5 grand a week for life. Enter now at PCH.com.
When you replace your gutters with a Leafguard gutter system, you're getting peace of mind that your home's foundation is being protected, and you'll never have to climb that ladder again. My team will give you a free estimate, and you'll get a $100 Visa gift card with your order.
Wednesday morning, in the mood for something sweet? We're checking out an interesting local ice cream shop.
And we're live in Milwaukee previewing Game 4 of the NBA Finals. Join us from 4:30 to 7 for News 3 Now this morning.
Another person is dead after a crash along East Washington. This is the second deadly crash on the corridor in a week.
People are still dying on East Washington Avenue. So I'm asking, what isn't being done?
Naomi Coles gets answers. Wednesday on News 3 Now at 10.
Here's a live look at downtown Madison. Right now we have a nice clear sunny sky, and temperature wise it's pretty comfortable. The low 80s, right where we should be for the middle of July. But the pattern's going to change a little bit for tomorrow. We do have an alert day in the forecast for Wednesday and Wednesday night. Strong to severe thunderstorms possible. Could bring heavy rain, hail, high winds, and certainly not ruling out the possibility for an isolated tornado. So it's something that we'll continue to monitor very closely through the rest of the evening and for tomorrow. We'll be right back.
Not only does a seamless Leafguard gutter system add beauty to your home, it's also the last gutter system you'll ever buy. It's guaranteed to never clog or will come out and clean them for free. My team will give you a free estimate and you'll get a $100 Visa gift card with your order.
Up here, success depends on the choices you make. But I know I've got this. And when it comes to controlling his type 2 diabetes, my dad's got this too.
With the right choices, you have it in you to control your A1C, and once-weekly Trulicity may help. Most people taking Trulicity reached an A1C under 7%, and it starts lowering blood sugar from the first dose by helping your body release the insulin it's already making. Trulicity is for type 2 diabetes. It isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. It's not approved for use in children. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it. You or your family have medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, changes in vision, or diabetic retinopathy. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with sulfonylurea or insulin raises low blood sugar risk. Side effects include nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, which can lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems. Show your world what's truly inside. Ask your doctor about once-weekly Trulicity.
It's time to invest in care. I care for seniors and people with disabilities so that they can live in their homes. That lets their families go to work. Joe Biden's American Jobs Plan will give working families the support they need and jumpstart our economy.
It's better wages and benefits and opportunities for caregivers who are disproportionately women of color, and immigrants.
Tell Congress to pass Biden's plan and invest in care jobs now, because care is essential.
SEIU is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Double hungs are always fun, and then there's sliders too. But a bay window from Scott the Window Guy will really broaden your view.
Grandpa, it's you.
Broaden your view with a bay or bow window from scottthewindowguy.com.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Leafguard is the only gutter system to earn the Good Housekeeping seal, the leading symbol of quality, assurance, trust, and safety in America. And Leafguard is guaranteed to never clog. My team will give you a free estimate and you'll get a $100 Visa gift card with your order.
Well, anxious Malaysians who were waiting for their COVID-19 shot at vaccination center last weekend had to watch their heads in case it was bitten off by a Tyrannosaurus Rex lining up in the queue behind them.
But they didn't have to panic, as it was just 39-year-old fitness instructor Kenny Sia who dressed up, I love these T-Rex costumes, for his Sunday appointment in a full dinosaur costume, much to the amusement of the people and the medical workers at the vaccination center in the capital of Malaysia. He told Reuters that he chose to wear the costume to make people laugh, as well as to protect himself. Malaysia has vaccinated about 10% of its population, faster than most of its neighbors, though the number of reported infections remains high. The country reported over 8,000 new cases on Monday, taking total infections to over 844,000, the third highest in Southeast Asia after Indonesia and the